Today we're going to learn how to add integers. We're going to use the number line to understand the concept. I will give you 4 different examples and then we will see a pattern at the end. So let's begin with the first example. First question asks you to add a positive 2 and a positive 3 together. First of all, the first number tells you where you're supposed to be on the number line. So we are looking at positive 2 right now. So positive 2 tells me that I am right here on the positive 2 point on the number line. Then it tells me to add a positive 3. So please keep in mind that the second integer, the positive 3, is the steps that you are going to take. So the 3 here tells you the number of jumps you will make. And the positive sign tells you the direction in which you're going to go. So, according to this, I should be jumping 3 jumps towards the positive side. So, starting from positive 2, I'm going to make 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3. And this is where I land. This is adding a positive 3 and I land at positive 5. So, my answer is positive 5. Now, let's look at example question number 2. Question number 2 asks me to add a negative 3 and a negative 4 together. So let's identify my starting spot. I am at negative 3. Then it tells me to add a negative 5. So where am I going? I am making 4 jumps in the negative direction. So let's go 4 jumps towards the negative side. Starting from minus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. This is adding a negative 4. Where did I land? I land at minus 7. All right, now let's start with example number 3. So the third question asks me to add minus 1 and positive 3 together. So let's start from our starting spot. So I'm at minus 1 right now and I'm going to jump towards the positive side. 3 jumps towards the positive side. So 1, 2, 3 and this is where I land. I am now at positive 2. Looking at the last question, this time I am at positive 4 right here. And I'm supposed to jump towards negative 5. That means 5 jumps towards the negative direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is where I land, which is adding a negative 5. And I'm at minus 1 right now. So now that we have done these 4 examples, we're going to draw a pattern from this. It's a very simple process. Let me clear this up first. The first 2 examples that we did were both positive. See, the first example, both positive numbers are being added. And the second example, both negative numbers are being added. So we can say these are same signs. What do we see when we are adding same signs? Any pattern that you can observe? Think. All right, yes. So we can see that when we are adding same signs, we simply add the absolute values. 2 and 3 makes 5. So 2 and 3 makes 5. And we put the sign of both the integers. Both integers had a positive sign, so my answer will also have a positive sign with it. Similarly, in question number 2, they are both same signs. So what do? I add the positive integers. That's how I got my 7. 3 and 4 were added and I got a 7. And then I looked at the sign of both numbers. They're both negative, so my answer was also negative. So whenever, from here we can say that whenever we're adding same signs, we simply add the absolute values. I hope you can read my writing. And put their common sign. They have the same sign, right? That's my process of adding same sign integers. Now let's look at the other two examples. This time we can see that our integers are not same. Look at the first one. -1, +3 gives us a +2. Next one, +4 and -5 gives us a -5. So what pattern can I see here? Any observations? Yes, now I'm adding different signs. So what I can see is my two absolute values are not added. In fact, they are subtracted. So I simply did 3 minus 1, you can say, and I got a 2. And what sign did I put with my answer? I put the sign of the larger integer. So it became +2. My second example, I had +4 minus 5. So what did I do? I subtracted the 2. So I did 5 minus 4. And I got a 1. And which sign did I keep? I kept the sign of the larger integer, which is a minus sign. That's how I got my answers. So from here, I can make up a pattern that says, when we are dealing with different signs, we subtract the absolute values and we keep the sign of the larger integer. Okay, I hope that helps. Now, I also hope you can read my writing. In any case, it's a very simple process. Just a few example and practice questions will help you a lot. Best of luck.